You're like Cop Watcher. Just thought I'd do a little bit of a live and give a little bit of allotment update. But I'll wait for a few more people to come in and then I'll start, and then whoever's can watch it later, can't I? Fucking sweating already. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, thanks. Oh, thirsty. Yeah, a lot's changed here since I last done my live here. So I thought I'd just give everybody a bit of an update. I've got carrots in. They're carrots. You can't really see any yet though. It's not there yet. Leeks. They're leeks. I find it strange that you don't fill the hole in. You leave the hole like that. That's a weed, but it's some chamomile or something. Carrots. I did see some of them have got a root to them, but it's hard to find them. See, look, that one's starting to root up, if you can see it. I don't know what's happening to this. This is a courgette plant that seemed to just get eaten every night. But I can't see any slugs or anything on it. But they've absolutely demolished it, like. It's even loose in the ground. It's not sitting in the ground properly. They've damaged it that much. It's probably dead. Just spending my time down here. If I'm not down here, I'm at the gym. If I'm not at the gym, I'm down here, or I'm at my mum's. They're Brussels sprout plants and lettuce. That one's quite nice. That's two plants. That's one there, and that's one there. But that's nearly done now. All kinds of things over here. And I found an apple tree. Because last time I come down, I'd done a live, you couldn't actually see in because it was all covered in grass. Yeah, right, trouble. But I did find an apple tree. There's a couple of apples on it. Oh, there's a few apples on it actually. Just the way the tree's growing. Have you seen how it's growing like a spider? I need to get all that out. But I reckon in all that, there's probably decent compost in there. So I'm going to get all that out today and sieve it all through and that. That's compost that I'm making. Raspberries. You can see it all a lot better now. I put a few more leeks in there. And spring onions. They're coming on now, like. They're ready them to come out. Besides them, it's actually going a bit woody. Still be alright. There's a few leek plants there that I didn't There isn't. No, I would have something like that down here, but just everything's getting eaten, so I wouldn't trust bringing something like that down here. Are you alright, Belfast Mafia? I don't know what that is like, but it would probably just get eaten. Everything is getting eaten. Look. I reckon because that's still like that, I reckon it's slipping through there at night. And it's demolishing that courgette plant. Afternoon, Betty Boo. See, it's a bit water in the ground, that. It's still rooted in, but because it's taking a hammering every single night. I know I need to get one. I need to get a polytunnel in the end. But I don't think it stops the pests. I think it helps a little bit, but look at them. And I haven't even planted them. These here are potatoes that I've chucked. You know, when I was digging that bit out, chucking them onto here, and they've grown. That one's even flowered. There's going to be potatoes in here. I wasn't even planning on growing potatoes. Afternoon, DeWitt. Yeah, it's looking a lot better now. Even found slabs. And a strawberry plant. I did have a couple of massive strawberries on it, but I think the birds had them. I don't think frogs eat strawberries. These, I don't know where these have come from. I think they've come out of a packet. I had a packet of seeds, and they were from Poundland, and they were just like, it just said wildflowers. But they probably fill the packets up with, you know, like things like this, white mustard, and what's that called? Buckwheat. Having a clue what this one is. That smells nice. It's coming along nicely. These were getting attacked. These Brussels sprout plants. That one's growing. That one was just getting absolutely hammered, just like that courgette plant. But it seems to be coming back a bit now. I think I might have that leaf miner in it though, because I've noticed some like train tracks on the leaves. So that's probably them. Yes, Sparky. No, it's the other one. The fella. I'm actually a man. What's his name? Alan Titmarsh. Today I just want to get this emptied, because I reckon in the middle of there is some decent compost. I'm not buying compost if I can get it out of there. Look. Obviously don't want to touch it with my hands yet. But that's a cherry tree. But I didn't get any cherries off it because the birds absolutely hammered it. I just need to get all that done. Yeah, I'm good, Spark. I'm good. I've never come across this bindweed before, like, until now. It's mad stuff, like, just wraps itself around anything it can. Like, look at that, it's wrapped itself around a bit of grass. Strikes the fuck out of everything. It's horrible stuff, that, like. Got some spring onions, leeks, another little courgette plant. The end of my fag's just dropped out. Okay. It's growing, it's just a little bit. No, everybody keeps asking that, where's cannabis plants? If I brought anything like that down here, they'd just get eaten. I wouldn't have them for long. Carrots. Morning, you alright? Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
It's not so hot. I think it's just nice.
Yeah, it's still a bit warm though. I'm sweating a bit.
Don't do any digging.
No, not today, no. I need to sort out that compost bin back there.
Alright.
So I'll be sieving stuff.
I'm just doing a bit of a tidy up and a bit of a harvest.
Well, I know now why you cover your blackcurrant, because I haven't got any left now. So.
Well, it's interesting. They took a lot of people. I left some on here and they didn't touch them. But yeah, generally you cover everything.
Yeah.
And then I can actually see some raspberries that I can pick that I thought was gone. But I think they've actually been in my blueberries.
Yeah.
It's either that or they've been so ripe they've all fallen off. Because you come and you think someone's been picking them. And then you look at the ground and they're all rotting on the ground.
Yeah.
But it's trying to keep up with your grass.
Mm.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it grows very fast.
I know. And the weeds in my greenhouse are as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll keep on.
Alright, Mrs. M. Some tomato plants. Doing alright, actually. They're not that big. I only got given them a few weeks ago. Take them off. Take them yellow leaves off. She's lovely, that woman over there. Yeah, I wear a bra sometimes when I'm gardening. Yes, that hole's filled itself in, them holes haven't. But apparently you don't fill these holes in. You leave them like that and they fill themselves in. It'd be nice to look and see a thing of a carrot, but no, it wouldn't yet. I would say these are the biggest ones. You alright, Urban? Tidy shed. It was a mess, wasn't it? Now it's tidy. I've got wood chip. Saving. I've got a full black bin of it there. Yeah, I will wear one sometimes. Just for gardening though. This little thing I made here, it started to grow grass and then this just filled up with water and sludge. Oh look. Oh, it's done it again. How's water got into there? I got into there and it's been covered. Someone said, am I sure there's holes in the bottom? I can't remember if there is holes in the bottom or not. I think it was. But I'm waiting for it to dry out so I can tip it upside down and have a look, see if there's holes in the bottom. Yeah, it's good gardening. It does it chills you out, makes you, you know. So I put some gloves on. That's better. Now you can see it's making a little bit, but not much yet. Keep them covered. That one looks bigger just from last night. It does, yeah. Keeps your mind busy, doesn't it? Keeps it going. I'd rather be out here all day than sitting in the house, definitely. Oh, see that one, Naz? You can't see it on camera. But you can, the carrot is growing. I never thought they would, because with it being such hard soil. But I reckon they will. I don't know what this is. I don't think that's a carrot. Looks like it, but... This is what I hate, well, covering things up. Does my head in. I just wish it was a lot easier. I need to build like a... I need to build like a, do you know, like one of these, but separate, if you know what I mean, like with a base and then with these blue things and then with... I know what I mean. Oh, look. Oh, look, they're starting to eat that. There's quite a few holes in that. Where do the Brussels sprouts come from though? No, like when it grows, where do the Brussels sprouts, see them little white flies? Little white cabbage flies, apparently. Oh, they're everywhere. It absolutely demolishes and it's starting to grow back. They just need a wash. They'll be growing soon then. I don't know what this stuff is on it though. It's like some orange stuff on there. Like, I don't know whether you can see that properly now. I don't know whether that's mud that's got on it and dried, or it's some kind of rust. Because I didn't know plants can get rust like, but they can. If you remember, I did have quite a big gooseberry bush there, but I still got one, but they've gone. Yeah, that's what I have been spraying on it. Bit of well, it's not fairy liquid. It's like fairy liquid. It's called something else though, but it's not fairy liquid. but apparently you need to get one that's like weaker than normal washing up liquid. So I might have a look in the supermarket for something that's, you know, like a bit sensitive or something. Or obviously sensitive plants. Hopefully that courgette has a better time in there. And that, I think that is a radish. It's not very big like, but just dilute it more. Yeah, I know, but this bit there has got no orange bits on. See that bit there? Is that lettuce or something else? I think that's something else. You see the red on it? There's red on that one there. Oh no, there, that's something else. But like this and these two here, they're really clean. Yeah, I've heard a few people say that about copper wire, so I'm gonna get some of that. Confused with that one because this lettuce one looks completely different to these ones. These are like frilly, and that's more straight. I'm wondering if that's not even lettuce. See, there's some on this one as well still there. Can you see like the little brown spots? You alright, Princess Angela? I think you can see them now, like little tiny red spots. They're not coming off. I've just wiped it there, it's definitely not coming off. I'm gonna have to have a Google at that. Could be some kind of rust, too hot, like Miss Magpie says there. Not enough water, not enough, maybe too much sun. Could do with clearing that bit today. That taller one, that one there, it does, doesn't it? But it's the same kind of green. It's completely different to them. Completely. And completely different to all the rest. It's the only one that's got like straight leaves. But it does look a bit salady. Just need to keep on top of all these. The horsetail. Dandelion, yeah, it does look dandelion looking, doesn't it? Thought that does looks completely different. See, that's two bits of lettuce. That's two plants. Like you got one there and one there. Because I didn't like, because sometimes what you do is they plant them, they put them all in, and then they prick them out, they take them out, they thin them out. I don't like doing that because I think, well, what's the point in planting it in the first place if you're just gonna pick it out and chuck it away? But I suppose you've got to, haven't you? Because then you've got to let the bigger one, go on, and the smaller one get chucked away. Hey, Jennifer. So really, at the time, I should have got rid of one of these and let the other one grow on. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That soon, actually. Camera looks like it's a bit. Show the weed plant. That looks like it's gone a bit dark. That. Oh, there we go. That's better. These had been eaten. They're starting to grow back. Because I thought, should I leave it or should I... Same with that one. You're alright, great. What if the app got it wrong and they died? The app shouldn't get it wrong because most plants are shaped in a certain way, aren't they? But there's a chance it could get it wrong, but as long as you're watering and feeding them, you shouldn't... It's more pests than that are gonna get hold of it, isn't it? Because I honestly didn't know there was a pest for every single plant there is, but turns out there is. I like that bit there. That there isn't a lettuce. That there's not lettuce. And that there looks pretty similar to that over there. Yeah, in the front there, yeah. There's a dandelion and there's potato plants and a few bits of grass. I need to empty that bit. That bit was where when I started doing this bit over here, everything that I collected off here was thrown onto here. And all the potatoes that I dug out of there and chucked onto here, see, that looks pretty similar to that one over there. All the potatoes have started to grow. I don't think I'll eat them though. I'll dig them out and see what's there, but I need to start on this bit. Yeah, it's a decent size. It goes all the way back, but I just haven't got there yet. Goes right back to that fence. They have put some just don't step on any frogs. They have put like black stuff over there. And there's another bin in there. It's just finding it. There's that much bindweed. Ooh, look at them. Ooh. Ooh. What are them? They're not wasps. Yeah, I haven't had much luck with strawberries neither. I bought some from B&M, the actual plants. They turned out to be them small ones. So they're only that big. There's one there. One there. They're growing a bit deformed as well. But I've got like a proper plant there, but it's... I think I'm going to take this out of here and plant it somewhere over here. Hornets, that's what they kind of look like. I think that's what they might be. Kind of look like them, don't they? Early and late strawberries, I didn't know that. Because I do like strawberries. Raspberries. The bush was bigger, but I had to cut a little bit of it back because it was getting in the way. But I still need to like dig all this out and that, you know, like dig it all. It'll take time, but time's what I've got, so don't know what that was. Pulled the whole thing out, look. So once I finish this side, it's getting that side done. So I'm dreading, because I know all the frogs are in that bit as well. So they've obviously come from this bit and took themselves over there. Next door neighbour was here yesterday and he moved some black stuff on here and there was 2 frogs underneath it. Yeah, sometimes when you've got something growing, you don't know what it is. You have to let it grow, don't you? Before you know exactly what it is. Roses are nice, but they're hard to, you have to keep chopping them back and looking after them, otherwise they just go mad. Did cut some of that tree down. I think that's why things over here haven't been grown properly, because of that tree. Because if you look that side of this cherry tree, it's grown more that way than it is this way, and that apple tree over there looks like it's stumped. It's like grew like that. Are you alright, blank faces? But now I've cut that tree down, I'm going to get rid of some of these branches. Should grow proper. I don't know whether they're eating apples or cooking apples. They look like eating apples. There's loads down there. You alright, crazy girl? Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Because what I want to do, they're crab apples. You can make crumbles and that with them though, can't you? I thought they might be, because they've got like not a shine to them. They're like they look a bit dull, if you know what I mean. And the tops of them don't look right. They don't look like proper apples. But I think what I want to do with that bit there is get all that grass and that out and wood chip it. Put some wood chip and something on there. But you can see the raspberry plants just, it grows absolutely everywhere. Cider, jams, crumble. I've got some more carrots in here. They're doing, I think these are quite new compared to the other ones. I see that is. It's actually going orange as well. You alright, mouse? I've never grown leeks before, so this is a first. Yeah, so that's about it. Oh, do you not like? I like it, leeks. I like potato and leek pie. I like Like, yeah, I quite like leeks actually. See, I wasn't thinking about growing them. Someone come to us yesterday and said, do you want some leek plants? And I thought, well, I might as well. I didn't even know how to put them in the ground. He says you have to leave like a hole. Yeah. It's falling over now. I need to take it out of there for it to... No beetroot yet. But I will be at some point. I think this year's just about done now, isn't it? It's more like winter veg now than... Whew. They're massive, them Jerusalem artichokes. I don't really like artichokes. Yeah, that's up. Just stare at that. For it to have any chance of living, it needs taken out of there. But for beetroot, pop it in here. At least, might have a chance. Really, this year is all this year's been for is to get this ready, and then once this is ready, then I was gonna. There's another one there, but it is growing. It just bent over because I think I left it on there for a day or two. Forgot about it. There's a little spring onion, but there's some spring onions that grew from seed. Yeah, I'm planning on growing cabbage, cauliflower. Oh, that's starting to go hard, that. Got all like gerbil shit in there. Gerbil shit and hay and that. It's drying up a bit. Oh, there's a lot to learn. He's got an apple tree there. But I'd say this side's nearly done. The only thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to give this another dig here, because like these bits of grass that have been coming up, I think it'd be so easy just to get these roots out, or at least some of them up, and then put some cardboard or something over the top of it for a bit, just to get them to... That one over there, it's an apple tree. That one there is a damson tree. And there's a cherry tree over there. Not sure what that one is. Plum tree, I think that is. Apple tree, damson tree, cherry tree, another apple tree over there. There's loads on that one. That's what they turn out like a purple. What I've noticed though, the ladybirds like to change on them, on the fruit. Look, see that like scab there? That's a ladybird shell. Asian ladybirds they are. Yeah, they're damsons. It's not my tree, but Asian ladybirds. They look kind of mean when they when they're before that. There's one there. Oh yeah, we'll be soon as they're ready. Look, there's like loads in there. Don't know why they do that. They change on the fruit. So like the shells are stuck to the fruit. And it's not just one, they do it all over the tree. Oof, what's that? Some kind of jelly there. That. They do it all over it, I don't know why. It's up there as well. I've never tasted them before. I'm definitely going to taste them this year, definitely. Look, there's one that's nearly done, but it's got something wrong with it. Ah, it's still hard. They'll be ready at some point. I don't know what they're meant to feel like when they're ready. Up north, Cumbria. That's what I thought they were. I thought they were plums. That's what I originally thought they were, but no, they're damsons. Must be a bit like a plum, but they're smaller than a plum. A plum's more... That's a plum. Oh look, they do it on the plums as well. Wonder why they do that. I know they've got to change somewhere, but... Yeah, it's a nice little allotment. I'm going to try some this year. I've never had a tree before. I've never seen a tree really. That's what I want, a plum tree, and I want another cherry tree. The school round by my house, they've planted, like, we've got like these concrete, like, I don't know what you can call them, like planters, but they're not anybody's, they're what the council would put flowers and that in. Well, the schools have put a cherry tree in one of them, and it actually had cherries on, but then I did see some immigrants standing round by it, and then next thing there was no cherries left on it, so I reckon they've taken the cherries off it. My mum's got a fig tree, and she gets figs off it, but she doesn't really eat them. She doesn't really like them. And I've heard with figs, or some figs, how they get what's the word called? Pollinated. How they get pollinated, there's a wasp that actually goes into the bottom of the fig and it does something inside the fig, and that's how them figs get pollinated, by a wasp. Not all figs, I don't think. Ooh, Yeah, two, not one, two. Not my ponds. Yeah, I thought it was a bit strange that, you know, 1 minute the cherries were on the tree and the next minute they weren't, and they were standing around by the cherry. Maybe they didn't. Maybe I'm just accusing them. But it's funny how they were there for ages and then... Yeah, figs. Google it. Because I'm not 100% sure. But apparently some figs, they get pollinated by a wasp. The wasp goes into the bottom of the fig. Don't know what it does inside the fig, but it pollinates it from inside or something. What was I coming to look at? The ponds. There's one there. And then one over there. It does, it makes us think, like, how can he get through? Like, because he's put both ponds there, like one pond is more or less touching the next pond. Are you alright, Gav? But he's building like some sort of what's it called? Oh, what do you call them things that are outside houses that are made of wood? That thing anyway. I think he's going to put a shed on it. Decking, that's it. Decking. Yeah, he's going to put a shed on top of the decking, I think. See, some people have some good ideas, like, but there's one person over there who's just got all like raised planters, which it does look good, like, but it would cost a lot of money to do it like that. But once I'm through here, once I've got this bin emptied, I reckon I've got a little bit more room there, and then I just need to get through here. Now that I've done all through here, I didn't even know there was that wood there. Because like you can see where he's put posts there where he's going to be putting a fence. So like anything that's inside that's mine. But once I get through here, well, I don't think it'll be that bad. Rhubarb. It's had its days, that rhubarb though. Oh, did you? I'm going to start, well, that's why I'm collecting bits of wood. So I can, because I've got like these ones, but some of them are falling to bits, especially these ones over here. So I need to add or make new wood. See, it's handy having these on here. Because you can put them blue things across. I need another bit of wood, like, for this bit and that. Yeah, the wood rots easy, doesn't it? As soon as it goes into the ground, it might be in the ground for a little bit and that's it, it rots. See, he's got a nice plot next door. It can be an expensive hobby, but once you've paid your year though, you know, you've got to start off by buying all your stuff, haven't you? Your wheelbarrow, your tools and that. But once you've bought them, I can't remember what that's called. can't even remember what it's called. They do. Yeah, a lot of people give you stuff for free. And if you go on Facebook, you can find like tools and that for free. There's a few times I've missed out on like people giving stuff away. And you know, so it's there. People do give stuff away. People that have finished. No, I haven't grown killed. I haven't grown killed because I actually volunteer at a thing on a Monday, and they grow a hell of a lot of kale. So I get all anything that I want from there, I can take from there. Plus, with kale being a brassica, it's prone to them white butterflies, aren't there? White butterflies that lay them caterpillars. Lemons. I don't know why they only lay them on brassicas, but they do, and the caterpillars eat your plants. Yep, lettuce, Brussels sprouts, carrots, leeks, tomatoes. But to be fair, I only got given these a few weeks ago, so that's why they're only small. Yeah, the lettuce looks lovely. There's 2 plants there, but yeah, they look lovely them. I'm still don't know what this is, but I reckon it is a dandelion or something. It can't be lettuce, that. Dead long. I know there is other types of lettuce, but this is the lettuce that I planted. The frilly stuff. That, you reckon that's lettuce? It's green and it does look, that's why I left it. No, I leave the lettuce alone. Yeah, I leave the lettuce alone. It does alright on its own. Obviously the Brussels sprouts are being spraying. Yeah, you can eat all parts of a dandelion as well. I'm gonna wood chip all this. Wood chip this. There. Do you know what? It does look a little bit like a weed, but then when you look at the actual leaf, it does look a little bit like lettuce. But then they're frilly, and that's not. And it's the only one out of all them that's gone like that. Yeah, I would start something like that, but when I talk about it, I haven't a clue what I'm talking about. That's why I'm trying to learn on that first before I start opening my mouth. Because I'm still learning myself. That's why I like going to that growing well on a Monday, because they know what they're doing. You know, they're teaching us what to do, and then I can bring the skills that I learned there over here. Yeah. No, this lettuce is a butterhead. That's a butterhead, apparently. The only reason why I think that's lettuce is because in the middle it has like a stripe going up, like a white stripe. But then if you look at like that lettuce, it has the same white stripe going up the middle. See, but then this leaf is a little bit like that leaf, isn't it? Well, yeah, good, but no, I'm not gonna. I think it is lettuce. You can see underneath. They're just frillier. What molds to make like pots or I definitely need to get all this. Yeah, I don't know, because I wouldn't know what I'm tasting for though. I would probably eat it and I'd probably say, yeah, it tastes like lettuce, and it probably wouldn't be lettuce. Yeah, things tend to grow a little bit quicker once it's rained a little bit and then the sun comes out for a little bit. Things tend to just shoot up. Like that hasn't half shooted up. These were just little buckwheat, apparently it is. I'm not too sure what you can do with it, but I've read online apparently you can eat it. Apparently this is white mustard. I don't know what. Oh, hi Johnny Wong. That was a snooker light that I was given. No, I haven't tried any herbs yet. I've got that there, which is thyme. That's thyme. This is lemon balm. That's meant to be mustard, white mustard. But I am going to start putting like herbs and that in here. Just needs a bit more compost put in once I'm finished. I am pleased with the carrots. Pleased with the carrots. Because I planted them from a seed. I'd love to get a chipper. You know, one of them chippers. Yeah, I could do with some new neighbours actually. That one, he doesn't seem to ever be here. But he's got such a nice plot as well. That was actually part of this plot, but it was split up. Yeah, I've got... Oh, the bees are attacking us. I've got carrots, leeks. I need to start going in between them and picking out whatever these white things are. No, carrots. Carrots. No, I definitely wouldn't grow fennel. My mum grew some of that and she wanted rid of it, and I had to dig the plant up. Don't know what these white things are. They're like a long... You don't like onions? Oh, I love onions. I love onions. I like leeks. Not massively keen on them, but I love carrots. Strawberries. Apples, pears. These carrots will... It does, yeah, and I want a polytunnel. And I've got room for one, definitely got room for one. I've been watching online, like, people who've made their own. Yeah, I like anything really. Tomatoes, I like tomatoes. Sweet corn, I love sweet corn. See, over there, there's a fella over there, if you can see, like, in the distance, there's a shed, like where I'm pointing. Just in front of that shed, he's put like 8 posts in the ground, and then he's just put like metal that goes right over it, and then he's obviously just going to cover it. So just something like that would do. Or even, do you know, like the range do have them. I was in the range the other day actually, and to be honest, it's pretty cheap in the range for stuff, especially for seeds and for other things like that. And I was looking at the polytunnel there, and it's 80 quid. Oh yeah, you're right. 79 quid I think it was. So I'm thinking about maybe getting that at some point. And I think not just the polytunnel, putting some sort of support in the ground. Really? Yeah, I seen them in the range. I was like, 80 quid, that is pretty cheap, to be honest, because online you are looking at about 150 quid more. Yeah. See, in my shed, there is windows, but they've covered them, so there's no light that goes in there. But there is like a bench, so you could put like seedlings and that on there, but there's just no light gets in. So I do need a polytunnel. Cauliflower, I got given a cauliflower the other day, and that's what I made with it, cauliflower cheese. Absolutely lovely. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about a storm coming and losing the polytunnel altogether, or it's shooting from my plot to somebody else's and ruining their plot, if you know what I mean. But that's what you have to do. You're going to have to put some big supports in the ground. I wouldn't know where to put it. Maybe over there or at the back. Oh, this cauliflower was lovely. Anything fresh, you know, it all tastes completely different. You know, because people think, yeah, you're getting it fresh from a supermarket, but you don't know how far that's travelled and how long it's been, you know. It's a lot better digging something up and eating it straight away. See you, mouse. I'm going to try and get PPV. I wish you luck, Johnny Wong. You might actually get it, you know. They're giving it out like sweets at the moment. Nah, I don't know. They brought in that new rule, didn't they? The four-point rule. But they've obviously gone back on that. This government goes back on everything, don't they? Yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to build the polytunnel. Especially for next year, because like you say, it extends the season. I'm happy with a few carrots. I think yeah, it's quite big. It's more about getting this place done so I've got somewhere to come rather than, yeah, growing stuff as well, but just so I've got something to do and somewhere to come. I need to turn that over. It's amazing how you get like a massive pile of something and then it things itself down. You know, once it starts to compost itself. You should put your name down for one. I put my name down. I think I was on the list for like a year and a half, but obviously other areas are different, aren't there? I've heard a few people in the last few weeks getting them in a couple of weeks, but they've got to be there, you know, they've got to be available. I was thinking about getting everybody from Grimewell to come down, give us a hand. One day and we'd have this smashed out. That front bit took us the most. Digging it all out now. I've just put cardboard down on it. I've got some cardboard there that's going to go in here. I'm going to give this a little bit of a dig out today just to try and yeah, that'll do that, Sparky. I'll put your name down for then. See, like bits of wood like that need preparing, fixing, and that bit there. I've seen like these things from B&M, you know, like these picket fences. Don't half look nice then, but they're a £5 for one. It would look nice, you know, having it like right across there. Not even round there, just across there. It looks a lot, but once you get into it, it actually isn't. I've got a strimmer now as well, so it makes everything a lot easier. There's an egg down there. That's a pear tree. I didn't know you had a pear tree. I want a pear tree. Yeah, I do get quite a few bits off Temu, especially like string, clips. What else did I get? I got some netting off there. I got some like plant, you know, like things that you can put into plants so you know what they are. Plant labels. Oh, Sparky, you're a wife now. Yeah, you can help. Wife can help. Who's the wife like? See, there is quite a lot of decent stuff on Temu, but there's some stuff that isn't, if you know what I mean. You've got to like find the best bits. I don't mind Temu, it's cheap. A wheelbarrow. Something in the grass going zzz, zzz, zzz. That's a mess. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It's been covered, but it's managed to get filled with water again. I don't know what to do with it. I have to pour it somewhere, won't I? It's gonna stink. someone said that, did I put holes in the bottom? I'm sure it had holes in the bottom, but I'm trying to wait for it to dry out so I can empty it, so I can have a check to see if there's holes in the bottom. So you can't tip it upside down while it's got stuff in it. But I'm thinking, I thought it did have holes in the bottom. No, it's got holes, but I don't think they've got a hole in them. Oh, that stinks. Ooh. I think it's got holes, but they're just not through. I don't think they're all the way through, if you know what I mean. So I think maybe I was to drill holes in the bottom then. So do you think maybe they've put them like a mark in there for you to put holes in, but they haven't put the holes in? I thought there was already holes in the bottom. It's that bindweed that's going to be a pain in the ass. Because there's that much of it. It just wraps itself around anything. Look at it, right round them branches and that. And then there's that stuff. Oh, yeah, it's still got, oh, look at all them now. There's loads of them on there now. They're loving that. That's what I should have maybe have done, you know, drained that juice for, like she just said, for plants. I should have maybe have done that, but it's gonna smell. And then what would I drain it through? What would I put that through? I would need like some sort of cloth or some sort of bindweed. It's hard to get rid of it. You just have to keep fighting at it. They make nice little flowers, but that's about it. So there's the flowers, they're the little white ones. They do make nice little flowers, but they're just... And that other stuff, that where all them hornets or whatever there are on, that's common hemlock. And I'm sure if you get some of that on your skin, it can burn your skin. Yeah, that's what I didn't know it was here. And then I've got down this bottom bit and realised there is bindweed. It's not too bad here, it's over there. It's literally encased that box ring over there. And then it runs all the way along there onto that fence. It even goes up, like I say, up to there in the tree. It's horrible stuff. Apparently you've got to get rid of it as much as you can, and then wherever it's coming from, try and cover it. And then when it grows, it'll just grow like wispy, like white wispy stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna have to have a Google of that. Hemlock smile. Ooh. I think that's about it. They're nice. I saved them from being thrown away. B&M had them, I think they were what, 50 pence for 6. They weren't like that though, they were all shriveled up. A bit like that one there. That's gone like that because they were in that pot out there. When it filled up with water, I realised better take them out because they were drowning. blackcurrant bush. Not that there's any blackcurrants left. Some sort of tree back there. Loads of that horsetail, mace-tail. I actually did get rid of a lot of it, but it's all coming back. Could do that, could dig all that out today, couldn't I? Well, no, I don't really want to do any digging. I need to fix my wheelbarrow because there's something wrong with it. And then I'm going to empty that compost bin. For some reason I can't get them to line up. No. Don't know what's wrong with it. I can't get the the holes to line up properly. But there's loads of this white stuff in here, whatever it is. Nice little flowers on the end of them, but right, I think I'm going to end this live. Thanks for everybody popping in. It's obviously up if anybody missed it, can watch it. I hope everyone has a nice day. I think I'm going to have a sit for a little bit. Cheers, Bank Faces. Cheers, Mr. Magpie, Sparky, Crazy Hell. Yeah, because my battery's getting low as well. Yeah, big up everyone. Respect for popping by, and I'll see you next time. Won't be that long this time though. See you, Jennifer. See you, Miss Magpie, Crazy Hell, Sparky, Blank Faces. I think that's all it's in. But you're right, Sean. I'm just going to end it, but you can watch it back. See you in a bit.